Hi guys, Omar with Overlanding Just Cause, and in this video I want to do a walk around. Now I've done quite a few walk arounds. This one's a little special. I'm going camping this coming up week with my dad, and I'm getting the truck ready, and I'm just taking the GX. So yeah, thought process was to take the trailer, but it's just me and my dad once I pick him up in Alabama. And we're gonna find some spot in Alabama to go camp and explore. I pretty much have this for solo camping. The only difference is him and I are gonna be sleeping in a tent, and I am not gonna be sleeping in the GX. But I've done a couple of little mods since my solo shakedown with the GX, and I wanna show you that as well. So let's start up at the front. The only mod that I've made to the front since that solo trip is this attached phone mount right here. I've made a video on this, so check it out if you're interested. They don't just make it for the GX, they make it for every make and model, and this thing is rock solid. I love it. It just clips in, so there's no drilling, and I mean, you can see I'm shaking it. The phone is pretty stable as well. And that's pretty much it for the front. Let's move to the middle row. All right, so I have the platform here because I am bringing one of the dogs. Got my solo stuff, so here I'll have my Scotty grill to cook on. I also have a little fire pit. I got plates and utensils and all that good stuff that I'll use with him. So enough for the both of us, baby wipes just in case, all that good stuff. On this side, I did get a DeWalt battery operated chainsaw. This thing is small. I've been eyeballing it for a while, and out of my last 2 or 3 trips, I've had a tree fall in the middle of the trail. So I think this is a must. We're gonna see. I'll probably never have another tree fall in front of me again, but you know, just in case. I have the awning poles here standing by since I don't have an awning on the GX, and if it's sunny, I'm gonna get some shade for us. I brought the big chair for my dad, and I've got the little chair for myself. And then as far as table space, I've got the little table back here, plus the table that's on the back of the GX. So that should be enough for us. I'll have the fridge on that side. Here's the platform for the fridge. So the fridge, I've got the battery right here. And then I've got this tote right here that has 2 air mattresses, plus sheets, plus blankets, plus pillows. And then I have 2 fans up there, plus the medical kit. Oh, and I almost forgot. I added these additions. I realized I really wanted some charging stations up here for the back of the GX since there is none. So what I ended up doing is I took the back seats out, I cleaned underneath all that, I took all this plastic out, I drilled a hole, and I got 2 of these on Amazon. They were like 15 bucks. It did take a lot of time. I started recording but got so frustrated that I just stopped, and it was a bust. But the biggest thing is that these have constant power going to them, so even when the truck is off, I can charge my phone or whatever I need to charge. It's got a USB-C and a regular USB. And yeah, the power is running down here to the front. And what I ended up doing is connecting it to the front driver's seat, because this seat has constant power. So yeah, I just split it into that wire, and that was that. What I ended up doing with that side is I ran the wire across and split it into this. So it's low amperage, so both of these combined going into that one driver's side. The other addition, yeah, let me get in the back, is, let me see if we can see it, is this constant 12 volt that I added to this side. And again, that is ran to the battery, straight to the battery, so it has constant power coming from the main battery. The reason why I decided to do it that way was because I'm gonna be charging my battery as I'm driving, and then when I get to camp, I'll unplug this because it will draw the battery down. I've tested it. In my driveway, of course. Always test my stuff here at home just in case something happens. I had to use the Gulu to jump the truck. But I know now that I can't leave it plugged in overnight or the truck's not gonna start in the morning. So like I said, what I'll do is I'll plug it in when I start my drive. When I get to camp, I unplug it. But at least I always have constant here. That's one big difference that with the Jeep Commander. With the Jeep, I had a constant there. And when I took the GX on my solo shakedown, I realized I wanted one. So the next week I ended up installing both the USB and the 12 volt, and it was a lot of work just because I had to take all this plastic out. But I made a day of it. I cleaned all the insides and all that stuff. So she's clean, it's done. And yeah, now I have power in the back, which is a good addition to have. Now with the kids, they don't have to try to reach across the front to plug in their iPads or whatever when we take long road trips. They could just sit back here and plug it in. The only other mod, I wouldn't even call it a mod, I will call it just a quick fix. I drilled some holes into these and I was gonna put some struts, but I failed completely and I didn't have time to reorder the correct struts. So what I ended up doing is, what I didn't like about it initially is that these doors, they open all the way. And I didn't want that. So I wanted struts to kind of do the, but I have one step down from that, and that's some 550 cord. You can see I used riv nuts here. I siliconed it, and it was definitely simple. I was gonna record and just make a whole video out of it, but there's quite a few videos on putting struts, or in this case, some 550 cord to keep it simple. There's the other side. You can see the silicone has dried out, rivet nuts. But I kind of organized this whole area because I had kind of a mix of stuff in both boxes. So this is just gonna be all my recovery gear on the passenger side, and then on the driver's side, I have my awning, my hose for my pressurized water, for the E-Zord, and my get home bag with MREs, water filter. But yeah, that's the new addition, and yeah, it's fine, it works. Now the true test with this will be if those holes are waterproof, fingers crossed. The only other thing that I need to pack up is the trash, the outside trash that I will hang on this piece right here. Try not to cover the license plate. I'm gonna take this 5-gallon water jug, which I have recently replaced, put some plumber's tape on there, and now this thing is a lot easier to use than the cheap plastic one that came with this Wavian. But this is going to go right here behind the passenger seat. That way I can just pull it out, turn it, get some water. Again, the fridge will be in this area right here with the platform. And then the tent that I'm taking is the big boy tent. The one, the Como top that goes in there, it's a 10-person tent. But I'm taking it for my dad and I just want us to be comfortable, have some room. So I switched bags because this is gonna go on top of the GX. You see the ratchet straps right here. By the way, guys, if you don't know about these ratchet straps, these are Rhino USA ratchet straps, and they are retractable, very easy to use. Initially, I had ordered these on Amazon, and the next day I took a trip to Lowe's. They had a 4-pack for 50 bucks. Amazon, the ones that I had ordered the day before, were a 2-pack for 65 bucks. So canceled the order on Amazon, bought them at Lowe's, and these things are legit. I've seen other people use them, they're super simple, and yeah, they work very well. So again, the tent will go on top of the roof rack, right in between the two boxes there. The back of it will be pushed against the tire, so it'll be nice and secure. I've done it before with the Trekway. I am doing this trip, I'm leaving on Sunday, so you'll get the video next weekend. By the way, this week coming up is the last week of the Commander Raffle. If anyone is still interested, check out the link below. I'll leave it below on this video, just so that you can check that out. $50 per raffle for a chance to win that beast right there, sitting there looking all pretty. That's what I'm taking on this long trip. It's gonna be a 10-hour drive there. I'm gonna do an overnighter with my dad, and then the next day 10-hour drive back. My dad's getting older. He watches my videos, tells me how much he would love to join me. So I had the time off. I got a Liberty chip from the wife, and taking, you know, three and a half days to do this round trip, to spend some time and some memories with him. So more to come on that. Stay tuned for next week's video on the trip. But if you have any questions on this build out and what I'm taking and why I'm taking it, just ask them in the comments. And thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Later.